Welcome, everybody, to another IMM stream. I have a guest here, but I need to add him to my list. Guess audio output cap. That's what I want. Okay. Go ahead and introduce yourself and see if you show up.
Hello, do I show up? This
I
is
see
Nemo
your
speaking.
I see your audio meter going, so it should be. I don't know. Do you have a
Oh
stream
yeah,
up?
I can hear myself.
Okay. 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 I'm glad that Elgato makes it so enjoyable.
Yay! How
So
nice.
today I was thinking about a couple things. Nemo said he wanted me to do maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh, and I
Yeah.
considered that, and I also thought maybe do a little Saga Frontier might be fun.
Hmm. That sounds
So
cool.
I don't know, Nemo, which one do you want? Do you want to watch card game or do you want to watch RPG? It's up to you.
Um, Show me some Yu-Gi-Oh first. Maybe you can also explain me a bit how it works because I forgot.
Okay, we will start with Yu-Gi-Oh then.
Hmm. Or we could duo if I had the game for the Switch, but I don't.
Oh, you have it for
So
PC?
I have just Master Duel because it's free and I'm poor.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, yeah. This is Legacy
it's
Duel.
not bad. It's not bad. Pretty interesting animations. I just hate the music, the battle music, because it's like Middle Eastern sort of Arabian Nights thing always. So
I mean,
gets
Yu-Gi-Oh was
old.
like set in Egypt, where that's like where the lore comes from. So I can understand.
Yeah, but that was a little too much. Like it was always the same, very repetitive too. So
Okay, I'm gonna.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this because that's just the tutorial. I'm gonna play an actual
uh
game and explain it.
So
So what
here
did
you
you?
use actual characters
Yeah,
from the sort of
this is actually like
anime.
anime episodes, except they put it into gameplay.
Uh huh.
So I guess I'll just start off with like some of the easy stuff. Because man, modern
Yeah, but
Yu-Gi-Oh with link monsters and whatnot is probably confusing for the average person.
that's kind of complicated. I tried some linking, and it was pretty confusing. Oh, you got the part of the Exodia,
Yeah. I also got Horn Imp.
which does what?
It's just a normal monster. It's it's notable though because Horn Imp was like one of Yugi's cards in anime,
Uh-huh.
and it was never imported into English. It was always a Japanese only card. So people
Huh.
always saw it in the anime and they're like, "Well, where's this card? Which booster pack?" And the answer was
Right.
none of them because you couldn't get it in English.
Right. Oh, wait, just a second. I forgot my water cup. I'll be right back. Sorry.
No problem. Uh, I need to do something real quick because I don't have the YouTube, so I can easily see Twitch chats, but not some
Okay.
YouTube.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just I
Going to-
realized that I have the Twitch stream open, but not the YouTube. And sometimes people join in on YouTube, and I'd like to see their
Oh.
comments. It's really weird that OBS doesn't like have a way to collapse the two chats into one.
You gotta add Restream as a source in Streamlabs. I was able to do that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll check that out after the stream.
It is possible. It's just not easy.
So we're going to activate Graceful Charity, draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards. That's a pretty
Okay.
broken effect, actually. One of the... I guess we can get rid of Exodia.
Yeah. What's the
And
number there? One. Oh, the level
on the
of the
card, yeah,
card.
that's the
Yeah.
level.
Yeah. So yeah.
We don't have anything because Kaiba has Battle Ops now. So, or in Japanese, it's just Minotaur, but they translate it to Battle Ops.
Yeah. So Ragiki just kills the other, right? End up facing
don't want to use Raigeki yet. I'd like for him to put a bunch of monsters down and then make them mad by destroying them all. Oh, great.
Considering you're playing against the CPU, is there any meaning in just putting the cards down, facing down, or will it just, pretend it knows what it is?
Well, I mean, if you put a card face down, it's in defense mode, so you don't take any damage.
Can't you put it up, face up, but in defense mode?
No, you can't.
Oh,
You either
okay.
play it face up attack mode or face down defense mode. You can
Okay.
change it after it's
Yeah.
been played, but your first has to be either. We're gonna play Pot of Greed, one of the most broken cards in the game. It's been banned since like 2004.
Why?
Why? Because drawing 2 cards with no drawback is kind of broken.
Yeah, well, I guess.
That's an interesting thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Compared to other games, because like if somebody's playing Pokemon or Magic, they're like, just draw 2 cards. Why is that broken? There's a lot of cards in
Yeah.
Pokemon and Magic. The thing is, with Pokemon and Magic, they have resource systems, and Yu-Gi-Oh! doesn't.
Yeah.
So if I just play this card, it's an automatic +1 with no drawbacks, which is kind of busted.
Right.
So,
So, what's the main strategy to win in Yu-Gi-Oh?
well,
At Yu-Gi-Oh?
right now we're kind of just trying to stall him a little bit because I'm probably gonna Raigeki this turn, and afterwards I want to put like Celtic Guardian on the board since he has 1400. Now that Battle Ox is kind of a problem with 1700, but if we get rid of that,
Yeah.
then we can hopefully survive the next turn and then go into Summon Skull. We also have these Sandgans. So if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 monster with 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. But you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that name for the rest of the turn. You can only use this effect.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is actually, I'm going to play Raigeki and destroy all this monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandgan is actually a card that had a different effect when it first appeared. It actually got nerfed. They made the effect less powerful than it used to be. We're going to play Celtic. Actually, it's kind of interesting. Sandgan and also Karibo. I mean, everybody knows Karibo. There's actually like a little bit of a link. If you look, they're kind of similar designs.
They look similar, yeah. Like one is the Gremlin version of the other.
I think that. Oh, negate attack. Yeah, let me look real quick. I'm trying to remember Sandgan's Japanese name.
Sounds like it could be Sand. I can look it up if you want.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Sandgan. Yeah, it's Kurita. Kurita. Critter. Interesting.
Oh. This critter.
Now we'll summon Skull. The Summon Skull is pretty interesting. It's a 6-star monster, but it has 2500 attack, which is
That's pretty high.
yeah. I mean, like Dark Magician also has 2500 attack, but requires 2 tributes. So there's really no reason to play Dark Magician over Summon Skull.
Right.
But when Yu-Gi-Oh! First released, there wasn't like a sacrifice mechanic. You could play whatever card. The levels were more like power levels. It's like, yeah, nowadays you have to sacrifice 2 monsters to summon Blue Eyes. But back in the day when it first came out, like you didn't have to sacrifice, you could just play right from your hand.
Where is it saying, like in Summon Skull, where is it saying it needs a sacrifice to summon it?
If a monster has more than 4 stars, it requires a sacrifice.
Yeah.
So 5 and 6-star monsters. I say stars; they're actually levels. So a level 6 monster requires 1, and then a level 7 and up is 2. So this Dark Magician in my hand requires sacrifices.
Right.
So since Summon Skull has more attack, we're going to attack with him first, and that's exactly why he had a 1000 defense monster. So now we can actually do some damage here.
So you know that the card, its card is a 2. Oh yeah. How do you know that?
Well, I mean, I attacked with the highest power one. So...
No, but you knew that he... Oh, you guessed?
I guessed that he would play something defensive. Yeah.
Okay. Because the players I've played against, like the bots I've played against so far, that one we're not that smart.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's playing against bots. I also have Swords of Revealing Light, which is an annoying card. It's annoying to play against. It's a stalling card.
Meaning, like, you don't really know what to do afterwards, or?
Well, you play it, and then for 3 turns, the opponent can attack. So, it's kind of like...
Yeah, that's rough. I guess, yeah. But you're saying they kind of removed some of these from the modern Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Swords of Revealing Light is still around, because it's not as good.
Still there. Really seems kind of unfair, though.
What?
Isn't it? Because if you cannot attack for 3 turns, that's a long time.
Yeah. And modern Yu-Gi-Oh, there's lots of ways to remove stuff now, though. And lots of negations and whatnot. Okay, so that's basically a standard battle right there. That's kind of caveman Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out, without all of the mechanics.
Yeah.
Not all of the.
Yeah, I remember. This is the one I played. I also had this deck, like the one you're playing. I had it.
Oh yeah, the
Yugi deck.
Yugi starter deck and the Kaiba starter deck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think about both actually at some point.
Let's do this one. Let's move to GX. This is where.
Which is like the second season.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is where Synchro monsters come in. If you've seen them, they're like the white cards.
Yeah, I have.
Synchro monsters were... Go ahead.
No, I was saying that did the anime follow the new rules from the card game, or vice versa?
Well, yeah, eventually. The in the anime, like the very first season, they kind of had loosey-goosey rules. It was almost more like D&D than a card game. It was just like D&D with cards when it first started. The anime first started. And eventually, they actually shifted to kind of the normal mechanics that we have now. That's the thing people don't really get, is that Yu-Gi-Oh! It didn't start out as a card game. It was in the manga. Yu-Gi-Oh! Means King of Games. So, in the manga, the whole thing was about, like, so there was Yugi, and then there's the Dark Yugi, the sort of Yami Yugi, as we call them.
Yeah.
And Yami Yugi was sort of his alternate side, and the whole point of the manga is, like, he would find bad people, and he would punish them through these games. And they weren't like the card game. He did all kinds of things with people. There was like a part of the manga where they went to this horror house, and I said horror, not the other.
Yeah.
Like, really
I got it.
There was like a scene where Joey, or Jono, as he is in the Japanese version.
It's Jono?
Yeah, he had like a fight with this guy called, I think it was like a chainsaw guy. And it had nothing to do with the card game, but he had like a fight to the death with a chainsaw.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and then eventually they introduced the card game in the manga, and then the card game and the manga became so popular that they just decided to keep including it, and then the manga became about the card game, basically.
So wait, so the card game was there already, and they made a manga inspired by the card game, something like that, but without cards.
No. The manga came first.
Oh, the manga came first. Okay.
Right, and the manga had nothing to do with the card game. The card game came later on.
Okay, so the card game came in the manga, and then they made the actual card game.
They made an actual card game because it was so popular in the manga. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Twitch is not reading my view, by the way. It's just one.
On Twitch?
Oh, now it's 2. Now it says 2. Yeah, now it says 2, but I've been here for a while.
Yeah, I've got 2 on YouTube.
Weird.
Is it open on there?
Yeah, I have it open.
Oh, okay.
Just cheating.
I'm not in a good spot here, actually.
Okay, why?
Elemental Hero Burstinatrix. This is a card that was censored in America. Whenever you see a female monster with a
okay. Yeah.
With like a jumpsuit, it's probably been censored. I know in the
I'm gonna see if I can fetch the Emperor of Cheese.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I can't really do much here.
Well, that's a pretty high attack card she's got.
Mm-hmm.
Cyber Prima.
Cyber Gymnast.
Everything is cyber.
When this card is on the field, the player confuses someone one treatment by banishing from their hand. I can't make anything with these two? Oh. Avion and Burstinatrix. Oh, yeah. See, this is the thing. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Fusion materials, like, the reason why nobody used fusions back in the day is because it required 2 specific monsters. And it's like, okay, so in order to summon it, you need both monsters in your hand or field, and you also need polymerization to use them. And it's like, you're using a lot of resources to summon something, and it might not even be that good. So...
Yeah.
Actually, if we use this reinforcement of the army, we can get Avion from our deck. And then now we can summon him, and then summon that fusion using Fusion Gear. So we'll activate its effect. Now we can summon Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. Unfortunately, it has less attack than that Cyber Prima, so...
Yeah.
So we gotta do something.
Huh, it's interesting though. So this is still considered old Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, right?
Oh, yeah. Because when I was playing the other day, I was showing you all my decks that were doing crazy combos and whatnot.
Did you make those, or are they pre-made decks?
I made them myself.
And do you use any specific criteria when you make the deck?
Sometimes I net deck. So I look at real-world decks people to use in tournaments, and then I'll just make a deck of cards and play it and see if I can do well with it or not. A lot of people look down on that, but I don't really know why. It's like, if somebody does well in a tournament with a deck, you want to play it yourself to see why it did so well.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, hey Samuel. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, hello!
I have to say this is a stream to end all streams. Yeah. I can't ever think of titles, so I just put in something ridiculous for my stream.
Yeah, I'm here disturbing today by voice, because I can draw in the meantime. So I can work on his monster, robot monster.
Yeah, it's really cool to have you on stream, though. Sam and I have always talked about getting other people on streams, especially like other kinds of artists, because he and I are both writers, and we wanted like sound producers or music producers and art, like actual painters and whatnot to come on and talk.
Yeah.
Because we're just a media channel. We do movie reviews, game reviews, that kind of thing. So we don't really limit that.
It's cool.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this because I'm not getting good draws.
Oh no!
That's the perils of a card game. Is they're very RNG heavy.
Yeah, I guess they are.
Magic Hole Golem. What is this? Just a ring monster.
Interesting design, though.
Yeah,
some of these actually have pretty good design.
A lot of people like the elemental heroes because they're kind of like just superhero monsters.
Yeah.
Sparkman has a pretty cool design. Ooh. Mind on air. Interesting.
Honestly, deck building is something I basically gave up on when I played MTG Arena. Just because I cannot really understand the criteria. I guess maybe I didn't play it enough to actually make a good deck of cards.
MTG, well, this is true for Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's been around so long. There's so many different cards, and I understand that MTG has formats, so it's like they limit the pool of cards. But even then, some of it just goes over my head at times.
Yeah, and the bad thing about that game is that you cannot play custom decks very easily. Like, first you need to know how to make one, obviously. But the base decks you get sometimes get matched against very customized decks, and that's a problem. It's basically impossible to win that way. It just comes down to, well, not who plays better, but who's got the best deck. And obviously you don't, because you have the base one.
Okay, so we lost that, but I think I'm going to show off
some decks.
So I think maybe it'll be helpful if I can explain my thought process with some of this.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to use ABCs.
ABCs?
Yeah. You know your ABCs, don't you?
Kinda.
Okay. I'll show you how.
What's the XYZ thing? I didn't do the tutorial about that yet. Exceed? XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pronounced exceeds, like exceed.
Exceeds.
It's a Japanese thing. Okay. So, this deck is called ABCs. The main cards are A, Assault Core, and then B, Buster Drake. And then there's also C, Crush Wyvern. And the goal of this deck is to get all of your ABCs on the field because they combine together to make ABC Dragon Buster. So you can see right here, the fusion monster is a fusion of all three together, like a big dragon tank. It's still an extremely good card even today. What you can
3,000 attack.
Yeah, so you don't have to use polymerization. You just have to banish it from your graveyard or from your field. So that's really nice. And once per turn, you can discard one card, then target one card on the field, and then banish it. And then
any card.
Yes, any card on the field. You can just discard something and then get rid of it for the rest of the game. And during your opponent's turn, you can tribute this card, then target 3 of your banished Light Machine Union monsters with different names and special summon them. So, like, let's say your opponent has a Raigeki and they're going to play it. Since this is a quick effect, it's actually faster than the Raigeki. So you can activate this and then bring back all of the materials you used to summon it to the field, and then you can just banish them back and then resummon it the next turn. So it kind of recycles itself. Very good card. I believe it's actually limited. In the normal game, you can only have like 1 or 2 in your deck. So first we're going to summon Galaxies. I'm going to throw down a Assault Core. And then, since a Galaxy Soldier, you can send one other light monster from your hand to the graveyard and special summon it. And then, when it's special summoned, you can add another from your deck to your hand. And since I can summon ABC from my graveyard, it doesn't matter if I send the others. So I can bring that in.
Right, just have to banish them to summon that. That's pretty cool.
I'll activate his effect again. And throw down the Buster Drake. Now I've got 2 Galaxy Soldiers. And these are level 5 light machines. This is interesting, because now I can special summon Cyber Dragon Nova. this is an Xyz summon. You need 2 monsters with the same level that matches the range.
Uh-huh.
So if you have 2 level 5s, you can put them on top of one another and then summon a level 5 monster. That's Cyber Dragon Nova. Cyber Dragon Nova is a Cyber Dragon, which means we can now special summon Cyber Dragon Infinity on top of it.
Oh man, that's so sick. That's so sick.
Cyber Dragon.
You make me want to buy some cards now. I'm gonna be poor. I can't play with anyone, but
Cyber Dragon Infinity has a pretty cool effect. So we have 3 cards,
too.
And the 3 cards are basically attachments to it. You can see they're all piled under it.
Yeah, I see that.
Xyz cards have interesting effects where if you detach one of the materials to it, you can activate an effect. So this card gains 200 attack for each material attached to it. So that's pretty nice. But the actual effect is, once per turn, you can target one face-up attack position on the field, monster on the field, attach it to this card as a material. And then once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can detach one material from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So, let's say my opponent decides to summon a Blue Eyes. On my turn, I can say, hang on, I want to take that Blue Eyes. So I just steal it and add it as a material. And then if he tries to activate like a Raigeki, I can detach the Blue Eyes and negate the Raigeki. So you can see that this card is pretty good.
Yeah. Is this a deck you made or a pre-made one?
This is a deck I made.
Okay. Nice.
No, this is an Ice Barrier deck. This Ice Barriers are kind of interesting. So you see, let's look at this. So this card, what it does is reveal 3 Ice Barrier monsters with different names in your hand to select one card your opponent controls. Destroy the opponent's card and special summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand. So she showed 3 different ice monsters, so now it's going to destroy my Cyber Dragon. But because my Cyber Dragon has that effect, I can negate it by just getting rid of one of the materials.
Right.
So now it stays on the field. But yeah, Ice Barriers were like a... Oh, she just... Oh, wow, that sucks.
What did she do?
She played another one.
So,
yeah. It's cool, though. She's not gonna win. I promise you that.
Yeah, I saw it. What the?
Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier.
What happened?
So, yeah, I didn't get to show you the synchros.
Why did your dragon end up in the graveyard?
Because she played a second one of those, which is BS. So I can only activate that effect once per turn. So she luckily had 2 in her hand.
Crap.
So the AI is totally cheating, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, for synchros, I don't know if you know what synchros are, like these white cards.
Barely. I watched the tutorial about it, but
basically, you need a normal monster and then a tuner. So it'll tell you in the description if it's a tuner. Like I have it on screen. It's Aqua Tuner Effect. And if you tune a tuner to another monster, so the tuner is level 3, and this other card, the Pilgrim of the Ice Barrier, is level 4. So 4 plus 3 equals level 7. So this Gungnir is a level 7. So if you tune it, you can make a level 7 synchro monster. That's basically what happened. It's kind of like fusing, except you have to match the levels.
Okay.
And you don't need a fusion card or anything. Okay, so we got Gungnir, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Yeah, the reason why I'm not too worried is Ice Barriers were really hyped up when they first came out, but they ended up being kind of a disappointment. They weren't as good as you'd think. Yeah, I'll just end my turn, take another hit and see what happens. She got really lucky with those 2 spells.
Yeah. How long have you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Since I was like 9 or 10 years old.
Like 20 years, basically.
Since it came out, yeah.
Mm.
Well, it came out in America, not in Japan, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Silver
As I
Gadget.
said. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Silver Gadget has a pretty cool effect where if you normal or special summon it, you can special summon one level 4 machine monster. Yeah. Just automatically.
Which you do not have, though.
However, if it's destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can special summon one level 4. So at the very least, I can, if it does get destroyed, which it probably will, I can at least summon something else from my deck and have something on the field. Oh,
yeah, it's much more complicated than old Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, it is. Here comes another Synchro. What are you making? Armades, Keeper of Boundaries. Okay. Ooh, that was a good play, actually. I lose.
Yeah.
Because Armades...
yeah.
The effect says you can't activate effects for the rest of this turn.
Damn.
We're going to play again, though, because I'm not going to let her punk me like that.
Very cool, though. Yeah, now that I finally kind of understand the rules.
Yeah. It's a lot harder to explain, but when you practice and do it, you kind of get what's going on.
Yeah. The problem I have is that things happen, and it doesn't. I cannot stop it, to read the effect of the card when something happens, like the opponent plays, and so I don't know what's going on. Anything could have happened. I couldn't read it, so that kind of sucks. Because I would stop and read, okay, this card does this, so I know that when the opponent plays this card, this might happen. But I have no idea what's going on because it's too fast. That's a problem with this game and also with the Magic Arena.
So we're going to basically do what we did last time. Unfortunately, I played Union Hanger, which is the field card for this deck, and she chained Mystical Space Typhoon, which destroyed it. So that's unfortunate, but it's workable. I got this Dragon Buster monster. I forget what I used that to make. Let me look. Oh, I guess Michael, the Arch Lightsworn. Oh. Nemo, do you think you could make me a monster that looks like Utopia the Lightning here?
Let me see.